In this particular presentation, I'm going to take you through 5 key trends and imperatives in pensions that's going to change the industry completely.
Europe has just about every known pension scheme which man has invented.
And I think there we can be optimistic and positive, but it requires a new way of thinking.
We have to redefine retirement. The idea of retiring fully before that age, to me, seems unrealistic.
People expect to receive an adequate pension income.
The flip side of that, in our perspective, is that we need more transparency.
It is possible to use these shifts, never waste a good crisis.
So, ladies and gentlemen, innovation is key, and rethinking the pension system is essential.
The plain truth is that the developed world has driven itself broke.
The fiscal cost of aging over the next 40 years will be something like 10 times the costs of the financial and economic crisis was.
With these policies, we can perhaps help each other avoid these mistakes.
And when we speak about pensions, it's about the long term.
There is no reason why political risk should be a barrier to making this kind of system happen.
I recognize that it is time for new realism.
Yeah, it's a really good lineup of speakers, covering a wide range of topics, and it's a lot of delegates as well, so it's been a good day, I think.
Everybody has the tendency to reinvent something, and there are a lot of things that companies do, and it's so nice to just bring these things into the open.
Of course, we're very sorry that you can't say more about the white paper, because we're so curious, you know. I think it's going to be somewhere next week.
It's this year.
This year, okay, yeah.
I want to connect with each of you individually so that at the end of this, you will each think there's at least one thing he said that will make me think of things differently in the future.
This demographic storm will hurt our pensions and change also our traditional way of thinking of pensions. We'll have to reinvent pensions for our next generations. I wish you a very good summit. Thank you very much.
¿Cuál es, de nuestra óptica, el problema de la seguridad social y el sistema?
First of all, nothing is simple. In the process of decision making is very difficult because the importance of the different actors in each society.
This industry runs on trust, and trust isn't running too high right now.
Is there going to be enough in the economy to provide pensions at the levels that have been promised?
Certainly is not enough. It's flat. While if you look at German productivity has increased. So we have lost the position.
China become the largest aging society in the world.
I think one of the really interesting things is to learn what the issues are in other countries and how they're being dealt with.
At least the Dutch are doing something generationally responsible. In the US, we're not even beginning the discussion. We're just hiding the facts.
Pension fund investing is not about capital markets, as we learned this morning, it's about people.
Risk sharing and risk management, for me, it's one of the key words.
Reforms are needed.
We know what the solutions are. Making them happen is going to be tough.
We should use this moment of crisis as a teachable moment. Either you want to bear the cost of ignorance or to bear the cost of empowering and educating people.
I've learned a lot, so it's very interesting in the summit.
I think the World Pension Summit can establish itself as the only summit of its kind that talks about global pension issues.
Are you coming again next year, you think?
Definitely. Hope to see you next year. Thank you.